The Young Turk Revolution by Ashlyn Yu and Emily L.
Pre-stage lead-up. Leading up to the Young Turk Revolution, there was a buildup of negative feelings towards the absolute rule of the current Sultan Abdulhamid II due to his suspension of the constitution in 1878. The spark of this revolution was when the conspiracy of the Committee of Union and Progress (CUP) was discovered, and its leaders fled abroad to areas such as Paris, Geneva, and Cairo, reinforcing Ottoman's exiles.
They solidified the groundwork of the revolution, and one of CUP's most influential leaders, Ahmed Niazi of the Third Corps, led a revolution on July 4, 1908. He fronted an army against the provincial authorities in Rensa. This act rallied the people and brought more support towards the movement.
Declaration of Intent to Change. The Young Turks, also known as Turkish John Turkler, sought to bring about a constitutional government through the overpowerment of the Ottoman Sultan Abdulhamid II, who had suspended parliament in 1878.
Government shows weakness, lack of care or power. The Sultan tried multiple times to end the revolution by sending out military troops. However, soldiers were unpaid and officers could not keep order or hide their dissatisfaction with the Sultan. Because of this, the revolution actually gained popularity among troops, and the Sultan's attempts to end the rebellion failed further. In the troops' failure to subdue the people, the Sultan had to pull back. Fall of government. They eventually succeeded with overthrowing the governments through the open support of the Ottoman armies in European Turkey. The Ottoman Sultan, Abdulhamid II, was forced to declare the reinstatement of the 1876 constitution on July 24th. When the Sultan abdicated the throne, the Young Turks stepped into power. During their reign of power, the Young Turks implemented reforms, many leading towards further centralization. Some of their programs created a greater separation from religion in the legal system. Transitional government. The basic ideologies of the state remained Ottomanism and Islam, but a new sense of Turkish identity began to develop. The foreign relations of the Ottoman Empire under the Young Turks led to disaster. The 1908 revolution provided an opportunity for several powers to press their designs upon the empire. Stability and implementation of new laws. The constitution was amended to transfer real power to the parliament. The army, and particularly Mohammed Sevket Pasha, became the real arbiters of Ottoman politics. Further administrative reforms, particularly of provincial administration in 1913, led to more centralization. Although by European standards, the central Ottoman government remained relatively weak, particularly in the more distant provinces. The burden of taxation was well below that of European powers.
Post-revolution. This brought an era of multi-party democracy for the first time in the country's history. At the end of the war, the Committee of Union and Progress cabinet reassigned on October 9, 1918, less than a month before the Ottomans signed the Armistice of Mudros. After the revolution, there arose a larger support of industrialization, as well as a more supportive community for the education of women and better state-operated primary schools.